Hello, good morning students. I am Kanti sir for mathematics in 10th English medium. We are already in exercise 12.1 and almost that exercise was completed. One MCQ given at last. Question number 5 was left there. Okay, so we just first of all complete it and then I will explain the part of circles again. Okay, before few days I just given you outline of this lesson and main parts regarding that. Now after completing this one question, we will again revise it first. So first of all, look at file number of 12.1, exercise 12.1, question number 5. What is given there? If the perimeter and the area of a circle are numerically equal, perimeter and area means circumference area. Perimeter or circumference both are synonyms for circle. They are equal. Numerically equal means what? Unit is different obviously, because perimeter's unit is centimeter or meter and area's unit will be centimeter square or meter square. So obviously they are not equal, but only numerically means numbers are equal. Okay, so first of all compare both ones. C equal to A, perimeter equal to area, circumference equal to area. Now just place both formula. Pi will cancel. Sit that R, this R toward that, so R square upon R. Okay, R go to D naught. So obviously 2 equal to R means R equal to 2. Okay, whatever be unit that is not given, but value of R is 2 unit. So obviously whenever you take R equal to 2 at that time, circumference and area both will be equal only. Okay, so that is the question. Now you can remember also answers 2. Now our main point, what is the arc, sector and segment? Just try to understand first of all well. This is the full circle. If I divide the part of circle into 2 parts, means boundary only, not enclosed part. And actually enclosed part is not a part of circle. Okay, circle means only circumference. So now suppose part of circumference, that is what? So that is R. I told you any broken bangle is R. Okay, so this is minor R and this is major. You understand? Now, what should be length if radius is given? Suppose radius is given, then how can you find length of R? You can find length of R if angle made by end points of R are given, otherwise not. Understand? So you should have radius as well as angle made by the arc at the center. Both should be there. Then only you can understand. Now I am giving that formula L is equal to pi r theta. Theta or alpha, whatever may be. I think in textbook it may be alpha, but that is not important for us. Okay. So that is the formula. Actually, where from this formula came? Very simple. Just by cross multiplication step, you can find that formula. That is not new, not different. Because you know whole angle is 360. If you rotate complete revolution, then you travel or you complete 360 degree. Okay. So can I write that way? 360 degree equivalent to whole circumference. 360 degree equivalent to whole circumference. So theta equal to how much? Okay. So just L. theta corresponding to L. We suppose that are L. So just make cross multiplication. So L multiply 360 is equal to theta multiply 2 pi. Okay. So L equal to what? So theta equal to 2 pi r upon 360. So obviously 2 multiply 180. So you got pi r theta upon 180. Very simple. Okay. So 360 then whole circle. Whole circle there. So theta equal to how much? So just you found it this way. So not difficult. Even you forget, then you can find this also. Okay. So this is pi r theta upon 180. Suppose you want to find measure r, then obviously you can find this one also by same formula, but instead of theta you have to write here 360 minus theta. Instead of theta, if you write here 360 minus theta, then obviously you can write that also. So L is equal to nothing, but I can write pi r 360 minus theta upon 180. Obviously, because instead of theta I have written here a reflex angle, that is called reflex angle. Reflex angle means what? Means you know what is the reflex angle? 360 minus angle. 360 minus angle, that is nothing but a reflex angle. So instead of theta, if you return its reflex angle, then it may be directly measure r also. Okay, so that is one part. You study one part related to r, measure r and minor r. Two parts. If it is exactly half, then it may be, if it is exactly half, then it may be semicircular arc. You know, semicircular arc is nothing but a pi r, right? Half of 2 pi r. Okay. Now, just look here. Suppose you want to find this part. This is the area related point. Okay. Suppose again angle given theta, r given r, then this is minor r. This is the enclosed part, is minor sector, and this part is major sector. Okay. Now, how to part this one? Again, by this cross multiplication way. No need to remember this. Just if you remember this formula, then it is enough. Okay. Suppose you want to find this one, then obviously it will be like this area of minor sector. No length of minor sector, area. Here is length. So obviously it is this like just like this, theta upon 360 pi r square. Why? Simply 360 then pi r square. Then theta equal to how much? Suppose A. We suppose simple A. So A equal to nothing but a cross multiplication. So theta into pi r square upon 360. Okay, so this way pi r square theta upon 360. Anyway, you can write directly this way also. Both are same. Pi r square theta upon 360. Not 180. Okay. So again by cross multiplication you can find area. Because for 360 whole area. So for theta how much? Okay. And if you want to find area of major sector, then also you can find it A equal to pi r square 360 minus theta upon 360. Not cancel out 360. Okay, that is not true. So if you use reflex angle, then automatically you get area of measure part also. Just like measure r, you can find measure sector also. So understand? So this is the second formula. This is first. So pi r theta upon 180, length of r. Pi r square theta upon 360, area of sector. If nothing is given, you understand it is minor sector. Because theta is given less than 180, obviously it will be minor part. Okay. So if anyway you find or you came across the word only sector, means it is minor sector. Only r means it is minor r. Okay. And whenever they want measure part, at that time they will specify it. Okay. So understand that. Now I just taking third part. Okay, that is R. This is sector, minor sector, major sector. Now we go to next part, segment. Segment. Suppose you want to find this part of it. Okay, this sector is nothing but an area enclosed by two radii and R. Two radii and R. Segment is nothing but an enclosed part by chord and R. No radius by chord and R. Now one problem arises. How to find area of minor segment? Here is segment one. Minor segment. And this part is major segment. Okay, just like sector, here is segment one. Okay. Now, no formula with us which can give us area of segment directly. So, you have to first of all find area of sector, because that is sector, collectively that is sector. So, every time, whenever area of segment is asked, at that time, you have to find area of sector first of all, then area of sector first of all, then area of triangle. Area of triangle, this part. Okay? If you take difference, means you subtract area of triangle from area of sector, then remaining part is segment only. So indirectly you can find area of sector by finding area of sector as well as triangle. Then and then only you can find this one. Okay? So I am not writing its real formula, but area of segment is equal to nothing but area of sector minus area of triangle. Now individually you have to find both this area. After getting both this part, you can find area of segment. Understand? This is always pi r square theta upon 360. Not out. Okay? But here what? Okay? So whenever, actually you know half into base into height. Half into base into height. But here no height means altitude is not given every time. Base may be given, but altitude is not given every time. Okay? So here you can write, this is general formula, no problem. But for particular case, suppose theta equal to 60 or 90, at that time you can write here instead of half b is something else also. Okay, so in bracket I am writing area of triangle equal to, suppose here is right angle given, right angle is given here, this is right angle. Okay, then obviously what is the formula of the area of triangle? Half into base into height, so only one side becomes base and other side becomes height. Okay, so both are r. So at that time half into r. So half into r, so half r square. When? So whenever theta equal to 90 at that time. Okay, so whenever theta equal to 90, if theta equal to 90 degree. Understand? Because at that time this is the base and this is the height. So half into r square. Okay, if there is an angle of 360, sorry, angle is 60 only, not 360. At that time what will do? So at that time you know formula of area of equilateral triangle. Formula of area of equilateral triangle. Suppose this is 60. If this is 60, then automatically this triangle become equilateral. Why? First of all, understand that. We are not given all angle 60. If all angle are 60, then we can say it is equiangular. Equiangular means equilateral. Okay. But where it is given that this is the equilateral triangle, just understand. 60. Total of all three angles is 180. 180. Now remove 60 from 180 to remain 120. 120 left. Now this is isosceles triangle. Why? Both are radius are equal. So radius are equal, so opposite angles also equal. So left 120. So out of 120 both are equal. So they are also 60-60. Understand? So whenever it is the case of angle 60, triangle will be always equilateral triangle because automatically they both become 60. So means all angles are equal, so all sides are equal. So that triangle form is nothing but an equilateral triangle. And you know, whenever equilateral triangle is there, at that time formula of area is root 3 by 4 into side square. Here side is r, so means r. Okay. So in the form of r, you can use this formula also. And mostly theta is 90 and 60 given. Only in few cases, means in one example and in one sum in textbook, it is given 120. So if it is given 120 at that time, you have to find base and height separately, then only you can find area of triangle. So you understand, whenever it is the case of area of segment at that time, it is the sum in three steps. First of all, area of segment, then area of triangle. After getting both areas, just take difference, so you will have area of segment. Some student make directly this way also. They just place here half r square root, so within one step they can find answer, no problem, you can. But if you find step by step, then you will get marks of step. Suppose you try to find the area of segment in a one step, and suppose you make here any mistake, then whole step will be wrong and you will not get answer. So I recommend to find first of all area of sector, then area of triangle, and after getting both, just take difference of both ones. You understand? Otherwise it becomes hard but risky also. If you have confidence, then you can do it directly also within one step only. Right here this one, otherwise this one. Because mostly sums are from 90 and 60 only, sometimes only 120. Okay? So you understand? So here I advise your working will be in 3 steps. So this is the part what we are going to use in exercise 12.2. You understand? So you have this main formula or this sector. Now nothing is new. If I can write here new formula, then obviously it will be in word only, not in this. Okay, so that is not actually overall root formula, and this is the relation only, not formula. Okay, so just remember area of sector and length of arc. And how to find area of segment? By finding area of sector as well as area of triangle, then taking difference of both area, so that indirectly you can find area of segment. So you understand? So only these 3 main concepts we are having right now. Okay, so we have to use frequently this formula, whether it is a case of sector, whether it is a case of segment. In both cases, this formula will come automatically. Okay, very important formula. This formula uses rare, not so much, but even then it is important. Okay, so I hope you understand main part, and even you studied this part in standard 9 also. What is sector, what is segment, what is arc, what is minor, what is major. Okay, now we are going to practice of these topics, these concepts. Okay, so just open your book at exercise 12.2 in textbook. Okay, so 12.2, first one, just read it carefully. Find the area of sector of a circle with radius 6 centimeter if the angle of the sector is 60. Now area of sector we asked. Okay, so we are asked area of sector, not minor, not major. But if nothing is specified, then it is always minor because theta is 60. Okay, so first of all, just write down what is the theta and what is the r. So theta equal to 60 degree, r equal to 6 centimeter, and pi is not given, so 22/7. Okay, now try to find it. So area of sector, no need to clarify minor or major. Okay, if it is major, then only you have to clarify, otherwise not. Formula we just gone through that, pi r square theta upon 360, area of sector. Okay, now place our values. So pi 22/7, r 6, 60 and 360. Okay, all values are placed. 6 6 are 36, 6 1. Okay, so everything gone. Whatever left. 6 2 are 12, 3 132/7 centimeters square. Now no need to convert it into decimal form, because from first lecture only, from our starting of standard 10 only, I am telling that whenever in denominator there is a 3, 7, 11 like this, at that time you can give your answer in simplest fraction form. That one is not. But if you want to clarify or give more systematically answer, then you can give your answer in mixed fraction. You can do it. But decimal is not expected. Why? This is a non-terminating number. Okay, that's why. So now, if I want to convert it into mixed fraction, then how? 7 1 is 7, 6 left, 62. Okay, 7 7 are 49, 7 8 are 56, 7 9 are 63. Okay, so here 8 left, sorry 6 left. Okay, so now 18 integer 6/7 centimeters square. So anyway, you can do answer that. Right? So now very simple, just main formula is used. Everything is given directly. Nothing to do, just place value and find it out. Okay, now look at next. Number 2. Find the area of quadrant. What is the quadrant first of all? Quadrant is nothing but a sector. Quadrant is nothing but a sector. Degree is 90. So mean fourth part of area enclosed by circle. So fourth part of area enclosed by circle. Okay. So quadrant is nothing, not a new word. It is a special type of sector. Okay. So here theta is indirectly given 90. You understand? Theta is 90. Why? Quadrant means that one. Okay. And instead of radius, there we are given circumference 22. You know, formula of area of sector is pi r square theta upon 360. We must have r. If we don't have r, we cannot find area of circle. Sorry, area of sector. Okay. So before finding area of sector, means here area of quadrant, we have to find r, because we cannot start main step right now because r is not given. Okay, so first start from circumference formula and find out r. So this is given where 22/7 into r. Okay, so just set them here. So 22 into 7, 2 into 22. You know how to set them. Just numerator denominator. 22 cancel, 7 by 2 is r. Okay, no need to go in fraction because we want to use this value in next problem. Okay, now you can find area of sector. Area of sector. Okay, so only this part is new, otherwise just like previous sums, it is the area of sector. But if you don't want here word sector, then you can write here quadrant also. Okay, but not every time when given. Okay, and at that time theta equal to 90, you have to understand that by this one. So pi r square theta upon 360. So 22 by 7. Yes, we got 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into theta 90. Okay, again I clarify, whenever quadrant word is there, you understand theta equal to 90, not given, but indirectly given. Okay, so now 7, 7, 1, 2 into 11, okay, 90 upon 4, 94 is 360. Now whatever left, 11 into 7, 77, 2 4 is 8. Okay, now it is 8, factor is 2, prime factor is 2. So you can convert here in decimal form. But I think in back pages of textbook it might be given in fraction form, but according to our general rule, we can here convert this into decimal because it will not be infinite. You know that concept. Whenever denominator having factor 2, 5 or 2 and 5, at that time that is terminated. Decimal expansion will be terminated. But if denominator having any fraction except 2 and 5, then it will be non-terminated. So at that time we cannot give our answer in decimal form. It is general rule, not written, not hard and fast. Okay. So now I just try to divide it. Okay. 8 9 is 72. 6. Okay. 8 7 is 56. 4. 8 5 is 40. So it is 9.75 area. Sorry, it is centimeters. So centimeters. Okay. So again, very simple, but this part is new. Instead of given radius, they have given circumference. So we found first of all radius from circumference formula. Then only we start our main part, area of sector. Okay, you understand? So always remember, if anything is asked, then don't start that directly. What is given? Sometimes we have to start from given, not asked. Okay. Now look at number 3. The length of a minute hand of a clock is 14 cm. Find the area swept by minute hand in 5 minutes. So you know, watch of clock, it will be always circular. Watch may be square, but it's that swept area is always circular. Swept area is always circular. Okay. Now, that minute hand is nothing but a radius. Length of minute hand is nothing but a radius. Okay. This is not clock, but swept area of clock. Suppose that clock is in shape of circular, no problem. No problem. But that swept area is always circular. Okay. Now, this is nothing but a radius. So first of all, what is the length? Length of minute hand is 14 centimeters. So R equal to 14 centimeters. Okay. Now what is given? Find the area swept by minute hand in 5 minutes. So in 5 minutes, now it is its initial position. Then after 5 minutes, it will be at here. Suppose this is 7, then this is 8. This is 6. Okay. So it will go to next in 5 minutes. How much angle is it? subtended. How much angle made by that minute hand at the center? So again, just use help of cross multiplication. Why? Very simple. If one rotation is 60 minutes, if 60 minutes, then 360 degree. 60 minutes, 360 degree. Now how much? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So how much? 360 upon 60. So means 5 6 are 30. So now every time you just remember minute into 6. Minute multiply 6. So you will get degree or angle swept by minute hand in given time. You understand? So I first of all write theta equal to 5 into 6 30 degree. Where from 6 came? Just understand here. 60 minute 360 degree. 5 minute how many degree? So I have to multiply this. So every time you have to multiply. Whether it is 5, 10, 15, whatever may be. But you have to multiply by this fraction 6. Okay? And r equal to given because length of minute hand is nothing but a radius. So understand? Theta and r are not given directly. You have to first of all interpret length of minute hand is nothing but a radius and minute into 6 is equal to degree. Now nothing is new. You have to find area of sector using that formula. Okay? So this part is in homework. Okay? Number 4 homework. Now, question number 3. This was number 3. Okay, minute. 3 homework. Question 4. Minus second, that is segment, that is not area. Second, okay. Question 5, 1 and 2 also. 1 and 2. Only formula you have to use directly. Length of r, pi r theta upon 180 and length of sector, pi r square theta upon 360. Okay. So these two formula you have to use in this. Third one I will solve it. 1 to 1. Okay. So 2 questions in homework. Okay. Then remaining all sums we will solve step by step. Okay, mostly they are related to sector. Few are of segment and arc. Otherwise, this one is used very frequently. Okay, so you should remember that formula and frequently it will be used. Okay.